quarterback. No surprise there. Roman Wilson, though, ruled out. He is healthy all week, so a healthy scratch for Roman Wilson, rookie wide receiver. Taysom Hill been ruled out. Michael Pittman, the receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, also active. One of the big decisions on that, some of the early afternoon players that you need to realize have already been ruled out. Joe Mixon is out. Damian Pierce is out. So Cam Akers is the starting running back for the Texans. Right? Jordan Addison out on the other side. Justin Jefferson is good to go. For the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Saints in New Orleans, A.J. Brown is out of that game. Keenan Allen out for the Chicago Bears. David Njoku and Pierre Strong out for the Cleveland Browns. Late afternoon games. Raheem Mostert, we got to watch out for. He's doubtful. Not going to play. Same with Kenneth Walker, that same name. So Zach Charbonnet. Devon Achane to the moon, as the kids like to say. We'll see what Skylar Thompson can cobble together. I kind of agree with Jeff on that one. The San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, is the war of attrition has already begun there. Already without CMC, the 49ers will also be without Deebo Samuel. George Kittle came up with a hamstring injury late this week. He has been ruled out. On the other side of the ball, already without Puka Nacua. Cooper Kupp is down. They're not going to put him on IR, or at least not yet, so he has a chance to return within 4 weeks, but Nacua might be a little while, so there's some pieces out. On Monday night, be mindful of Evan Ingram already being ruled out instead of catching a hot guard at the last minute, ruining all our lineups. Yeah, man.
This is what happened last week. A couple of lineups, such as life when you host the pregame show here on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. One important destination United, you mentioned it in the first segment, Reader. Keenan Allen, there was a personal issue added to his injury status. Yes. That's just something to watch going into next week, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what that is or what happens, but that's very...
Might be something, might be nothing.
Yeah, could be absolutely nothing, but it could be something, so something to keep an eye on as we get into week number 4. A couple situations out there. We talked about Miami, we talked about Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. What about this backfield? You know, the huge game for Devon Achane, but they got kind of waxed in the interim. They ran out the clock on the Buffalo Bills, and Achane got a lot of work out there. Still no Raheem Mostert in Miami. Bob Harris, I mean, Achane, I'm sure, is in all of our lineups where nobody's going to bench him, but anybody behind him, and Wilson or Wright or do any interest at all?
I have no interest at all, yet here I am with Jalen Wright in some lineups at least where I have absolutely zero other options. And I'm hoping at some point they give him a little bit of work. We've seen him. We saw him last week get a little time. Jeff Wilson could also get that time. I think Achane, though, is going to be very busy, right? Assuming all things being equal, he was very busy last week. Also a nice dump-off target for Skylar Thompson. I think about all these pieces in this offense, and I think this is not an accident. They can take it to the house any single play. Short pass, medium pass, any pass. You go, and that includes Devon Achane. So I'm hoping Jalen Wright steps up a little bit, but ideally you want to stick to the top 2. And I mean, I think there's some conversations about Jalen Waddle if you want to have them. There are probably players that you might have acquired or might be rising up the ranks that could, you know, push him for playing time. But I think Tyreek Hill and Devon Achane are so locked in. It's going to be, you can't move them.
I think Jalen Wright has a chance here. I really do. I love this kid who's top running back on my board coming in.
We're excited about it, Daddy.
On Seattle as well. I went down to that, so big part of the game.
Will they be answering your live questions?
Oh, yeah.
All 3 of the questions that I put up there, I put them in this morning when I got up, and they answered all 3 of them.
They answered. That's cool.
All 3 of them. The one from last night, they didn't.
If there's something were to happen to Mostert, we would see a bunch of right. It hasn't happened yet. Love to see it happen today. Said all my investing shares.
That meme where the guy is walking with his girlfriend or whatever and looking back on the other one, that could be us after this week, after Jalen Wright posts a monster game, because he has that kind of, fantasy sex appeal where it's like, like, that guy is a home run hitter and can make us, look secondary to Devon Achane. Potentially right there. We mentioned the Chiefs backfield. Where are you at on Carson Steele? I told you this week I think it's Steele and Pete Ryan, and it's pretty defined right there, I think. But how much are you willing to start one Carson man of Steele?
Flex level play. Could he get a bunch of opportunities to fall into the end zone? I think that's the high end of it. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to view him as a super high-end running back, but like opportunities in an explosive offense can come in weird places. that Travis Kelce was tackled at the 1 yard line, only to have an offensive tackle score that touchdown. So I think Carson Steele is in a good position if you're going to be in that spot. But I think like 2 weeks from now, we'll be having an entirely different conversation about this back.
I completely concur with that one. Other
Okay, so what we're going to do is go pick up our load. We're going to go drop this one off, pick up an empty. Go to Brooke. We get fuel and stuff. But technically, I guess we could detach and go to the little grocery store that's around the corner from.
Go ahead and hit that like button now.
I saw
Somebody.
Look, that's what they said. They said, go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe.
better
Like
than
the
he has
channel.
before.
Like, share,
Okay.
subscribe.
I'm gonna find the channel.
Right.
Full workload here in the backfield and maintain that.
First time I ever seen a CeeLo on that book.
Even in the short interim on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, we'll talk about playing here in the next segment. You know, we'll get a little feel for that. Is it a straight shooter? Is he fine? So, but I'm with you. Like, again, what are we looking for? For snap shares and percentage of workload. I don't see it here. As you mentioned, Dario Gumbali, respect sir, he might get a little receiving run, but can't imagine Baker's not getting pulled up. But it's a tough matchup, too. So, like, I don't want to get over enthusiastic. I think playing him as a tail end, viewing him as a tail end.
All right, 89. We need, let's have an 89.
When there's been this kind of attrition, you might have a whole bill. If you're a mix-in manager with
We need
Akers, it's
45 likes in here.
Right, exactly.
Come on now. Somebody hit the like button now. Come on now.
You like the view, you like the contact, you like the fantasy football, the fact that you just like hearing our amazing stuff. Go ahead and hit that like button.
There you go. Hit the like button. One like, 73 people. Come on, guys.
But I have them ahead of players like I have them ahead of Brian Roethlisberger because I'm afraid of the game script. I think it's a great matchup against the Cincinnati defense. I have them ahead of players. And Najee Harris is going to be a big split. I think Javonte Williams is a big problem. Who is a split as well. I think this is
Y'all do what y'all want. I'm going to enjoy the football. Hit the like button if you want to. If you don't want to hit the like button, don't hit the like button.
I don't know what you
The guys who are not splitting were the tail end of the guys that
I'm over it.
Singletary, by the way, looked really good last week. I mean, really good. Getting all those touches and top match against Cleveland for sure. But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's something to be said that teams will land on the goal line one way or another. They'll have to throw to the running backs one way or another. And it's a balance. If you're going to be invested, if you're, and a lot of our listeners out there are trying to decipher which running back part of a committee do I start with, and that's where game script is important. What we mean by game script, are they going to play with a lead? Are they going to play from a deficit? Will it be slow paced? Will it be fast paced? What's the amount of rushing share, those rushing attempts that particular player will receive? What about the target share, which has to, especially in half and full point PPR type format? We have to acknowledge all of that. That goes into what the true value
value of a running back is week in and week out. So I think all those things are very important. By the way, do you have any Brenton Strange, Eric Sauber, or the replacement level tight ends here, Bob Harris, to just stay away, or do you have thoughts on either one of those tight ends?
I think Strange is getting enough form, but like I hope I don't have to go that far. But if I do, I think I would not shy away from him. You know, Mike Kempsey's been advocating for down on the ground in Jacksonville. He is going to get a fair amount of work. I think this is more maybe a chance for them to get Christian Kirkbrink than Brent Strange.
So I like that one as well. Played over 65% snaps, I think, last week. And, you know, they had to bunch those targets, so I think Strange is the call right there as well. Speaking of boots on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of hour number 1. We've got some boots on the ground ourselves. Our fantasy press box door will begin hour number 2. We'll spin it around the National Football League, get all the updates you need to know. Green Joe here, 6 up Fantasy Sports Radio.
The latest information from the top beat writers in the league. The Fantasy Press Box is next on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio.
Paul Kelly here. This fantasy football season, you need to make sure you score the most fantasy points. Easy enough, right? Maybe not, but it is. If you're listening to Fantasy Football Morning, presented by Fantasy Points.
He is a pivotal player because there is the breaking ability for Anthony Richardson.
Fantasy Football Morning, presented by Fantasy Points. Weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the SiriusXM app.
Fantasy football players, from start sit decisions to waiver wire advice, win your fantasy football league with Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the SiriusXM app.
This is the SiriusXM Sports Update.
Today there are 13 games on the NFL schedule as Week 3 carries on, including the 0-2 Ravens and the 1-1 Cowboys later on this afternoon. And Ravens head coach John Harbaugh knows the challenges of defending Cowboys receiver CeeDee Lamb. Meanwhile, Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert is active for today's game against the Steelers. This despite sustaining a high right ankle sprain last week. As for the Steelers, they make Russell Wilson inactive for a third week in a row, meaning Justin Fields will start his third game in a row for the 2-0 Steelers. Wilson is dealing with a calf injury. Quarterback Malik Willis will make another start today when the Packers visit his former team, the Titans. Jordan Love is inactive, but he continues to progress in his recovery from an MCL sprain in his left knee. Sad news, Mercury Morris, who started for the unbeaten 1972 Miami Dolphins as part of that star-studded backfield, helping the team win 2 Super Bowl titles, has died at the age of 77. Morris was a 3-time Pro Bowl selection. Full discussion and analysis and leading you up to today's games on the Sunday Drive for SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88. Formula One, the Singapore Grand Prix to McLaren's Lando Norris. Championship points leader Max Verstappen finishing second. English Premier League 22nd at Man City and Arsenal both tied up at one apiece. You
Well, that's
live
exciting.
play-by-play right now.
Soon by Brooks,
FC
right?
Channel 157.
Oh, yeah, we got to go in there.
If it's happening in sports, it's happening on SiriusXM. On SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio.
Touchdown, Chargers! Drive to the end zone! Touchdown, Houston! Second goal from the 2, forward into the backfield, rolling forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns!
It's time to get the latest information from the top beat writers in the National Football League. From injuries to game plans and matchups, weather impact, and more. Bob Harris and Jeff Mans get the insights you need to help your fantasy football team win.
You're hoping to look out a little bit better. Short flash, for sure, or 73 like here in a new game where he went off.
It's the Fantasy Press Box on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio. Here are your hosts, Bob Harris from Football Diehards and Jeff Mans.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Indeed, Sirius Football Pregame Show, hour number 2. I am Jeff Van along with Bob Harris, taking you all the way to the 1 p.m. Eastern time kickoff here.
Bob Harris.
Ray Flower answering all your services questions on our Twitter feed at SiriusXM Fantasy. DM that house account at SiriusXM Fantasy Info. You can ask your week 3 stardom sit-em question for our guy Ray Flowers. As always, we begin hour number 2 with our fantasy press box toward our first stop.
Back down to 86. Somebody hit the like button.
Well, rightfully so. Here, let's welcome John Hendrick Show with the Saints news and Sports Illustrated to talk about the suddenly surprising New Orleans Saints. John, how are you this morning?
Shouts out to Chun Lee.
I'm doing fantastic, guys.
See you on the yards 07. Very fun to drive. All right.
My notes, 91 points is a lot, it says in my notes. So,
Sunday drive in
this
New York.
is like the impact of what Kubiak is shining through. Today, it seems like there are many avenues to success. The passing game.
We got to get those likes up, guys. We got to get them up to 50%. Need the likes up to 50%, guys.
Challenging because Bakersfield's not playing that chest injury. He got hurt in their game against the Cowboys last week. But, look, Adam Prentice, the fullback in the Kubiak offense, he does a fantastic job, very underrated. They're going to lean a little bit more on Juwan Johnson and Boston Moreau. And look, Alvin Kamara, you're a fantasy owner, you took him, and you're reaping the rewards right now. And so I expect this Browns attack to be really
Got the Mustang,
strong
the 57, again, or the Lambo.
Defense isn't doing so hot on the run game. 25th, I believe, is where they're at. So, okay. The guy that'll get some of the business on as well. But efficiency through 11 passes last week and still won the game.
And good passes at that. That one that means double coverage to Shaheen was just amazing. If you can, John, a little bit of insight. Alvin Kamara, we know he's the workhorse here right now. If you could lead, how conscious are they of his workload? Obviously, with the age and everything else, they've been leaning on him pretty heavily as this offense dictates. How much are we going to see Jamal Williams and possibly going in the future? Kendra Miller, if he's still in favor, if he's going to start playing some ball once he gets off IR here, how much are they going to sort of be cognizant of Alvin Kamara's workload here in the coming weeks?
Yeah, well, I know I said early on that, I think he's still going to get about 50% of snaps at tailback right now. And so I still think that that's kind of, and, Kendrick Miller might feed a little bit into that, and obviously Payton will be using a little bit, but the creativity the Saints have, the way Kubiak's personnel goes, he relies heavily on 5 players, like Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, and Boston Moreau, and usually Payton Hill. So that's that main personnel that the Saints lean on. So Kamara is a big part of what they do, and so even when Kendrick Miller comes back, and even if you won't win, but I still think Kamara, the way he's playing, he's got the hot hand right now. I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. They're going to continue using, but look, he feels great, and that's good news for fantasy owners. He's not worried about contract stuff. He's just going out there and proving that he's still got it, and that age is number for that older running back, quote unquote.
Yeah, making some money next year. You mentioned Olave. Is it possible? It's been a little bit of a slow start for him. Not that he's not on the offense, but hasn't had the high-end production we've seen from some of the other players. Is it possible we see an effort to get him more on track?
Yeah, look, I think he's obviously been the hottest fantasy weapon right now, and he's been the hottest pass catcher for sure. But with Olave, didn't have as much in the first game. He kind of rebounded obviously last week. I think he's in for a much bigger role today, especially if Payton's not in the mix as well. And look, he works a lot, and he's actually working on his blocking a lot. He's been a lot more of a willing blocker, and so I think that Olave is just one of those things where if you keep looking at him, keep relying on him, and it's going to be a matter of time when he's going to have a touchdown game. I think Eagles might be fine for this today, but I feel like he's in for a pretty good game.
You guys give me a super chat. I'll put that Lambo on there. With the doors up.
Offense has been doing just been amazing. Our thanks to John Hendricks from Saints News and SI.com. Follow him, please, on Twitter at John J. Hendricks to hear the Saints broadcast today. Tune in Sirius 83 XM 229. The Eagles call. That's on Sirius Channel 161 XM 383. John, great stuff as always, my friend. Enjoy this run. Hope it continues for you. Enjoy the ballgame.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day.
Absolutely. Appreciate very much. All right, let's continue our fantasy press box tour with a little stop in Pittsburgh. Let's welcome in Gavino Borges here from Chargers Wire. He joins us to talk about those also 2-0 surprising LA Chargers. Gavino, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, appreciate you coming on, Gavino. So the quarterback situation, it's like high ankle sprains or tough. They limit one's mobility. There's a guy on the other side of the ball named T.J. Watt. All three quarterbacks are active. What are your expectations for Justin Herbert today?
Yeah, I mean, even if Herbert was playing, or if they were going to roll with Baker, Taylor, Heineke, I think the same game plans. They're going to run the ball like they have the first 2 weeks. And again, the whole idea was to bring in the run game. And again, there was a lot of question marks as far as his hands, his ability to separate, and I think we saw that. I feel like Greg Roman did a good job of getting him open, giving him more on crossers, and just to get him yards after the catch. Joshua Palmer's out for the game. He's dealing with a elbow and calf injury, so you can kind of expect the head notes of Brad Conskey and what so the Johnson can give last week's performance.
Another 2 passing touchdowns against the Steelers defense should be a great one out there in Pittsburgh. On Twitter at Gavino Borges, that's GAVINOBORQUEZ. Here's the Chargers broadcast, tuned in Series 158, XM 384. The Steelers broadcast on Series Channel 162, XM 227. Gavino, appreciate the time, my friend. Enjoy the ball game out there today, okay? Thanks, man. Absolutely. All right. Remember, all these games are on Sirius XM. You get them in your car, your mobile devices, on the app, everybody. So make sure you're taking advantage. Let's keep these fantasy press box good vibes rolling by sending it out.
So I will if they win, you win if they lose.
Oh boy, our good friend John McClain here, columnist with the HoustonTexans.com, talking about those also 2-0 Houston Texans. John, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you?
Hey, we're doing fantastic, man. No Joe Mixon today, no David Pierce today. Cam Akers has a clear runway. What should we expect against the tough Minnesota defense?
Ball over 9 games in a row, 10 playoffs, about an interception. So they haven't beat themselves. They don't have Mixon and they don't have Pierce. So Cam Akers, who signed kind of a good season, made miraculous recovery from torn Achilles tendon, and he ran well last week. The average 5-yard people took him at 6.5. We're celebrating, and it ends up 6, and then they crashed and burned. So they tried to run the ball a lot, but I think they need to depend more on Stroud now, and this would be a good game to do it.
Yeah, it will be. A lot of weapons at CJ's disposal here, John. And talk a little bit, if you can, on Nico Collins having a monster Sunday night football game and Diggs sort of in the background. Diggs had a very good first week. Talk about those two in particular here and which one you think you see having a better matchup here today.
Well, I'm the Vikings. I'm double Stroud. And it's like I'm the Texans. I'm going to double Justin Jefferson, and it put my best corner on the other receiver, the old Bill Belichick school of defense. But Mixon, I mean, Diggs has been really good off the field, in the rooms. The players voted him as a captain. You know he likes to have a big game. But they need different kinds of coverage. They're getting a lot of zone. Defense trying to keep it in front of them. The Bears defense did a tremendous job against the Texans running game and passing game. And they have run Tank Dell 5 times on end rounds. They ran Diggs once for 6. So they're doing everything they can to try to bolster their running game. Their offensive line is still suspect. Stroud has to throw on the run under pressure way too much. And I look for Brian Flores to be all over them. They've been confused up front by stunts and loops, and I think we'll see Flores doing it until they prove they can stop it. So far, they've been unable to.
Yeah, they already blitzed like at the 6th highest rate in the NFL. But Mike, go up today. Let's talk a little bit about Stroud. You know, been covering this league a long time, longer than I've been around, and I've been around the world a very long time. So, just talk about where you see him at in his second season as an NFL quarterback.
48 years covering the NFL, guys. And one of the things about Stroud, he has really good coordinator, Bobby Sloan. He'll be head coach next year. He does a tremendous job. Quarterback coach Rod Johnson will replace him as offensive coordinator when Sloan leaves. They've done a great job. But Stroud is like a sponge. He wants to learn, and he's good about it. His ball placement is outstanding. He doesn't make bad decisions. He doesn't panic. Now, he is a lot. He throws on the run a lot because he has to. They prefer him to stay in the pocket. If he has to run, he can. But he hasn't beat himself. It's amazing for a guy that's been in the league this little of the time to not throw more interceptions. And they know he's not going to beat them. But still, they played 2 games closer than they needed to be. I'm kind of surprised they're favored by 2 points today. I picked the Vikings to win this game, and because they're not going to win them all. And I'm doing it because I think Sam Darnold's doing like Baker Mayfield. 1 year major deal. He's going to play, got an opportunity, taking advantage of it. But I think Florida's defense will stuff the run, force Stroud to pass, get after him, force him to hit the ball before he wants to, and I think that'll be the difference.
John McClain giving us a bet of the day right now on Minnesota. Love to hear that, John. You got a good one out there in C.J. Stroud. Very exciting to watch, no doubt about that, folks. That's the latest on Texans from our guy, John McClain of HoustonTexans.com. Follow him on Twitter at McClain_on_NFL to hear the Texans broadcast today. Tune in Sirius 119 XM 381. The Vikings call Sirius Channel 86. John, great stuff as always. Always appreciate the insight, my man. And enjoy the ball game today. Should be a good one.
It's my pleasure, guys. Thank you very much, as always.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final stop in the game day press box tour today is going to be in Cleveland. Time to talk to Fred Greetham from the Orange and Brown Report about those in Cleveland and Brown. Fred, how are you this morning?
Doing great, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, Fred. I feel like Jeff and I have been wishcasting something into existence today, and that something isn't happening.
Get out of there.
In particular, you know, we're hoping Amari Cooper can get on track, but that's going to require Deshaun Watson to get on track. This is a super favorable matchup. How do you see the passing game working out?
I think we're going to make a concerted effort really today to get Cooper going, and obviously in the process that would get Watson going. Watson played a great first half last week. Second half kind of fell off a little bit of the market improvement from what we saw in the opener. But Amari Cooper has had, such a slow start. I think it's the slowest start of his career. He's dropped a couple passes, arguably 2 touchdown passes that, he admitted this week he just hasn't been, whether it's concentrate or whatever in practice or working as hard. But I expect him to bounce back. To me, he's the least of their worries. He did something no Browns receiver had ever done in their history, back-to-back 1,000-yard years. I expect them to make an effort, get him going today, and I do think the passing game will have a chance to get in the rhythm. Last year, if you remember, it was the 3rd game of the season that Deshaun Watson had his best game. Looked like he was on track, threw for just around 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, had 1 called back. But after the game found out that he hurt his shoulder, and it kind of set off a chain of events that derailed the rest of his season. So I think that, it's time, it's the place. I think the defense will do their thing. It's time for the offense, and I think Watson, Cooper to get things going.
Wait, Fred, you're telling me that Webster Slaughter didn't have back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons? Now,
He did not.
Oh, my God.
He did not. And all those great receivers, even Matt Speedy and Dante Lavelli, none in Browns history ever had back-to-back 1,000-yard years. And Cooper did it both his years.
Fred, let me ask you about the because it looked like Jerome Ford was sort of clear cut in week number 1. The Foreman emerged, almost, got the short yardage opportunities there. How do you see this split going forward between Foreman, Ford, and even Pierce Strong when he does come back?
Yeah, I think that they'll approach it similar to what they did last year when Chubb went down. You had Ford followed by Kareem Hunt and then Strong. I think that Foreman has definitely filled the role of the short yardage back. Hunt had 9 regular season touchdowns, 2 postseason touchdowns, and definitely Foreman's between the tackles. But he's shown a little burst after not really touching the ball in the first game. He started last week and actually opened the game with an 8-yard run, then had a 5-yard run. He had a 12-yard run and a 15-yard run called back by penalties. So he really looked pretty good between the tackles. So I think he could even start today. But I do think you'll see basically a Ford and Foreman kind of back and forth. They brought Gary Brightwell up from the practice squad to be the third back. I don't know if you'll see any touches, but I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Foreman and Ford today.
Yeah, let's hope so. Talking about basket catch, just like, what are your thoughts on Jerry Jeudy? Is Elijah Mitchell still? I mean, at some point, can we maybe count on pieces deeper? I know David Njoku, when he gets back, we can, but of the other wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably a pleasant surprise to see Jeudy make some contested catches and have pretty good chemistry with Sean Watson. The Browns traded for him and then signed him to a big extension a lot because of his potential, which he really never lived up to with the Broncos until they're feeling with a fresh start. I think he's clearly their number 2 option, and they've needed him to step up, especially opposite Mary Cooper and him having a slow start. So I like what I've seen of Jeudy. I think they're going to continue to try to get him the ball, and I think that could be a good 1-2 punch. All the way around, Elijah Moore had a lot of hopes for him last year, had a decent season, but he seems to be clearly third behind Cooper and Jeudy. And they're hoping Cedric Tillman, at some point that was the plan. But first 2 games only had a couple catches for like 5 yards. So they really need Jerry Jeudy. I think he could become a focal point in the passing game, especially with the Njoku out, like you said.
Yeah, should be. Got to get this passing game going against the New York Giants. Our thanks to Fred Greetham of the Orange and Brown Report for joining us today in the Fantasy Press Box. Follow Fred on Twitter at FredGreetham9. Listen to the Browns broadcast and tune into Sirius Channel 85, XM 225. The Giants broadcast is on Sirius Channel 106, XM 380. Fred, great stuff as always, my friend. Great insight, and they'll bring up the old school Browns, Webster Slaughter passing game as well. Enjoy the ball game out there today. Should be a good one.
Thanks, guys.
Always a pleasure. Alrighty then, folks. Now you are in the know. The Fantasy Press Box door is closed for week number 3. Folks, we will get to some phone calls at the end of this hour. If we do have time, just hurry up. It starts it's quick in our final segment. So light them up at 888-963-2682. Those are the digits. If you can't wait until then, we don't blame you. Hit up our guy Ray Flowers on our Twitter feed at SiriusXM Fantasy. If you direct message the Twitter feed at SiriusXM Fantasy, Ray will get you much more effectively and efficiently. So get over there and get this talk Ray Flowers ear off. We'll take a quick time out right here. When we come back, Bob and I still have business to attend to. We got some bets of the day, DFS plays, and we will reset the Week 3 in-action report. It's all next on the pregame show right here at SiriusXM Fantasy Sports.
Sports Grid Radio on SiriusXM has you covered this NFL season.
Week 3 wraps up 2 Monday night games. It's Jags vs. Bills and Commanders vs. Bengals. The Bills opened up as a 3.5-point favorite, and the Bengals a full 7. Both games started with a total at 47.5. Make sure you tune into Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the links.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio, channel 159 in the car and on the SiriusXM app. With a weekend preview, here's Joe Dolan.
Our fantasy points data team has charted Tre'Davious White as having given up 186 receiving yards and 4 receiving touchdowns on the year, both the most in the NFL. White has been targeted 8 times and has allowed 6.1 PTR fantasy points per target. In other words, every 2 targets thrown in Tre'Davious White's direction have allowed production that would be equivalent to 12.2 fantasy points per game, which would rank right behind Jalen Waddle, wide receiver 33 this season, and that's 2 targets. With Deebo Samuel out and Georgino Holland, the Rams might view White as their best resistance. It's Brandon Ayuk. I would advise them against that. I think Ayuk has his first big game of 2024 this week, both because of the matchup, because Brock Purdy has nowhere else to go.
Hear Joe Dolan on Fantasy Football Morning, presented by Fantasy Points. Weekday mornings at 7 Eastern, right here on Fantasy Sports Radio.
Hey, this is Jeff Foxworthy. You're looking for great American comedy? There's Cable Guy here. Hilarious live shows and interviews with the best comedians working today. Check out Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. We've got live shows like Larry the Cable Guy and the Fun Bunch. And the Lincoln's gonna call you Jeff. Just tell them story. And a comic line with Jeff Foxworthy. Backstage interviews with your favorite comedians. And more. Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. Sirius XM 97. Listen anytime on the Sirius XM app.
Sports Radio has all your sports wagering needs covered this NFL season.
If I tell you to take over 41.5, baby, I'm backing it up. I actually have.
Join Gabe Morency on Sports Rage tonight during every NFL night game all season long.
There's 4 touchdowns and it can't take the lowest number.
Whether you have a little nighttime action or it's the final leg of your parlay, sweat your bets with the loudest voice on the air. Touchdown! Sports Radio, channel 159 in the car, and always on the Sirius XM app. They dominated the NFL and won fantasy football players millions of championships. Now, hear them relive their careers on Fantasy Sports Radio. Hear fantasy football legends on demand with the Sirius XM app.
Shouts out to Chris. Good morning, Chris. We are in Oregon.
Eddie George and more fantasy football legends now playing on the Sirius XM app. Just search Fantasy Football Legends. Finally, an exclusive channel dedicated to fantasy sports players. Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. Bringing you the best betting advice for this Sunday's slate in the NFL.
Which one you like, Chris? You like the Mustang, the 57? You got a super chat to see the Lambo. Thank you very much.
Sirius XM Fantasy Football Pregame Show. He is Bob Harris. I am Jeff Edwards. Taking you all the way up to 1 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff here on a lovely week 3 Sunday morning. Me, as always, will hand it off to Paul Kelly and Joe Dolan. Sirius XM Fantasy Football Game Day, which will keep you all the way through the afternoon games across the National Football League, 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern. So keep it locked in right here on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. This football season went up to 1,000 times your cash every day, only on Underdog. Pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats like touchdowns, yards, so much more. Millions of fans from all over the U.S. have won over $1 million.
All right, Bel Air. I like Bel Air too.
Underdog is offered in 33 states across the United States, and this season Underdog will be running a special promo or bonus almost every single day. Don't miss out. Sign up for Underdog today using the promo code Pregame. You'll get a free hit as part of your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Again, that's promo code Pregame. Cash in on every touchdown this season with Underdog. Must be 18 years of age or older, 21 or over in Massachusetts and Arizona, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska. You must be present in the state no Mixer David Pierce for the Texans. The insert game talked about. We have Cam Akers getting the start in this one. Jordan Addison out for the Vikings in that game. Justin Jefferson's good to go. Jordan Love ruled out in Tennessee against the Titans. Malik Willis will play at quarterback against his former team. IJ Spears is active in this game, but he's not very active in the offense. Tony Pollard's been leading the way the last few weeks and probably will again. The Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the Chargers. They're hosting, I guess, Justin Herbert, who's going to get the start. Michael Camino forecast in the last segment. We all feel a little question of whether Herbert's going to hold up against that pass rush. They have all three of the quarterbacks back. Josh Palmer's out in this game. Roman Wilson, a healthy scratch for the Steelers. Russell Wilson is the inactive as the third quarterback, so Justin Fields will continue to start there. The Philadelphia Eagles are at the New Orleans Saints. A.J. Brown has been ruled out of this game. There is no Taysom Hill, either. A.T. Perry, if you're playing in deeper leagues, also inactive for this game. For the Indianapolis Colts at Chicago, I'm hoping Caleb Williams will wear a wristband to try and facilitate better play calling and more efficient offense. Don't know if it will help, but if it does, he'll help without Keenan Allen, who is out with a heel injury, and a person which we'll want to watch that as we follow up. Michael Pittman on the other side of the ball is active despite back and calf injuries, and Josh Downs returns to the lineup in this one. Cleveland at versus New York Giants. It's David Njoku out, Pierre Strong out. Late afternoon games we're watching for Raheem Mostert, almost certainly out. He's listed as doubtful. Same with Kenneth Walker, the third on the other side of the ball. Von Achan, Zach Charbonnet in good position. Jeff and I like Jalen Smith. Let's hope that he likes us too. The Cowboys hit the hardest. No Deebo Samuel, no George Kittle for the 40. No Miners, no Cooper Kupp for the Rams. We all know Kula already on IR for True. But they got, interesting. We'll see if Parsons Steele gets the job done. So my P. Ryan in the mix.
Sleeping set.
I didn't think Jordan Love I thought he'd play. I'll tell you. And he's moving around like he could, but I think the Packers probably doing the right thing. You know, with the full, defense he knows better than the one against the former team. So I think it makes a lot of sense to me. And I'm not going to question that after the last round with that. Hey, Justin, Jordan Love, he's giving me a huge deal. I mean, he's not playing safe, but the Chargers, I was looking at you. You're not playing safe with your franchise quarterback, and it's put them in situations where they can aggravate the injuries. I know Jim Harbaugh's a football guy, so to speak, and the tough hard nosed guy, and I like it. That's big, like minor issue with all training camp comes back to fingers in the final 4 games. 2022 toward the leg, broken not throwing shoulder, would continue to play. 2021 with a wrist in week 2, playing through it. I mean, he has a bit of a history of playing beat up, and so we'll see how he does. He doesn't often do it against TJ.
Totally agree with you. And you got to wonder. I mentioned the pregame ritual is Harbaugh like kicking him in the leg or something that got him fired up because he'd like to do out there for whatever the reason may be. Let's get into some of our bets of the week here, Bob Harris. We'll give you, the folks out there, a single game parlay that I like quite a bit, and that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like Tampa Bay is coming to season pretty hot. Baker Mayfield's rolling the hot dice right now. That is for sure. I'm going to do a small line parlay because I think 6.5. I think this game's a little bit more competitive, maybe than others think. I give Sean Payton. I look at what they did last year. The Denver Broncos started out just miserably. They started turning corners, and now they have a rookie quarterback. And I look at Tampa Bay's defense beat up as well. Still think the Bucs win, but I'm going to give up only 2.5 points. But I'm also going to go over 36.5. That's plus 110 wherever. I think that's FanDuel odds right now. What do you think of the Bucs?
36 said 36 and a half. It was 41 last night.
He was optimistic that Pittsburgh can score a little bit, or can Tampa do it?
No, it wasn't 41.
Tampa could possibly do it alone. I mean,
It was 41. They're playing
you worry a
different.
little bit about Mike Evans. I mentioned earlier, that's the can't. But also, Evans runs out of the slot.
Minus
so
6,
maybe you get a
over under was
and
41.
makes a big play. But I think the other side of that conversation is the week of an injury ravaged Buccaneers defense that maybe they can figure something out, especially with being a big out. It seems like
I think San Francisco,
something on the ground and put themselves in better positions to keep the offense on
I
schedule.
got San Francisco over 43. Dallas plus 1. Seattle minus 4. Seattle over 41 and a half. Then I got Minnesota under 38. Indianapolis minus 1 and Pittsburgh minus 2.5. I think I put that, and I got that Lizard Ball ticket in. Carolina, Denver, Miami, and Giants. That's my, what do they call that? Crash up derby ticket right there.
Right? They're all thrown off. I think that looked great. I just can't see Baltimore losing this game. So I'm just taking them on the money line.
I don't disagree with that. I think Derrick Henry did. They want to keep the Dallas offense off the field and punish this Dallas defense. I think Henry is the way to do it.
Absolutely. And then as far as the player props are concerned, I've got a ton of player props over the site right now. As a matter of fact, we've talked about. I'm doing it. Some folks know I put my money where my mouth is 100% of the time, even when it costs me. And we've been talking about Amari Cooper over 47.5 receiving yards. I played this number at 59.5 last week, and truth be told, I may have played it at 59.5 again, but it's only 47.5. It just has to happen. One catch each of the last 2 weeks puts him over that number. So I'm going to play at over 47.5 with Amari Cooper. But I will say this, it's the last week, Amari. I ain't doing it a fourth time, buddy. So, better pay us off this time. What do you think about that number for Amari?
I think that's a good number. I agree with everything Fred Reader said. This is a game where they need to focus. I mean, we see this, right? Well, I mean, maybe we'll see with Travis Kelce as well. I mean, there's players who got to get rolling, right? And all the underlying metrics are great for these players. It just hasn't quite clicked. And I have one I like kind of the same as George Pickens in this game. The Chargers running tons of zone, 45.5. I don't want to credit my football guy colleague Sam Wagner for pointing some of these out to me. But man, he's great against the zone, and that might be one catch for him, right? Before 5 yards. So love that one as well. I don't see a lot of plus money bets I like, so he's minus 115 at DraftKings on this one, so I think that's fine. I like Josh Allen too. I don't like to take the under, but if I was taking the under on anything, it would be the under 30.5 pass attempts.
Wait, did you just Bob Harris did an under?
I didn't do it. I said him. I said him. Like, do you see them throwing the ball and punt against the Jacksonville Jaguars in this one? I think so.
I don't either, but you're taking it under still. I'm in disbelief. I'm checking. Am I still here? Martha, am I still here?
How about I fix that by taking the over on Brian Robinson Jr. on 50.5 yards?
Oh, all right, thank goodness. You're always right once again with the world, and I will do this later because I've done this on All Things Sports all week long through 16 an hour. I will guarantee you that it is guaranteed. It is going to happen. You're going to have to wait till tonight, though, ladies and gentlemen. Carson Steele touchdown plus 135. I am absolutely, positively, no doubts in my mind that he gets in the end zone here tonight. I have no earthly idea what this kid can do or can't do. The rest of it can't fall in the end zone. He can fall in the end zone, and it's actually a necessity because the Chiefs get a ton of goal line touches for whatever reason. We don't pass it over the end zone. And they always get too weird and tricky at the goal line. Just plunge this dude in. It's what he is built for. Time touchdown, plus money, plus 135 right now. That's guaranteed tonight, everybody. So there you go. All right, those are the best that we indeed like. Remember, all of Bob's information can be found at footballguys.com, mine at fantasyguru.com as well, everybody. So, that's something for you. We'll take a quick time out. We'll come back. Daily fantasy football, plenty of opportunities for you to make money in DFS this week. And Bob Harris, one of those prop bets before I had my heart attack, one of those players, very intriguing to me in a DFS setting. I'll tell you which of those tickles my fancy next. This is the pregame show, Sirius XM, Fantasy Sports Radio.
From study beats and tailgate party anthems to informative podcasts and live college football. And some school spirits any moment this fall.
This is my
An all-new collection of the Sirius XM app. Just search Back to School. We are 2 weeks into the fantasy football season. Are you ready for an undefeated season? Or are you already hitting the panic button? Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win in week 3.
This is Amari Cooper. If you have somebody much better to pick up, then move on from Amari Cooper. Otherwise, stay the course.
From the latest injury news to lineup decisions, win your matchup with the help of Fantasy Sports Radio. Your home for fantasy football all season long. Channel 87 on the all-new Sirius XM.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can watch every game, every Sunday, all in one place. Which means you can watch the Dolphins, and the Broncos, and the Lions, and the Cowboys, and the Jets. Or whoever you're rooting for, all in your living room. Not literally, of course. That
$100 options video training lesson for free. This extremely valuable video will show you how my TSO method follows the lead of the professional trainers, the same experts making millions of dollars a year. I've used this for 25 years to make a full-time income living in countries across the world and enjoying lifestyle freedom. So if you failed with other trading systems, they're probably just too complicated or they flat out don't work. My TSO method is as simple as want big money on Wall Street. And when my rules line up, 75% of the time, the price changes direction, creating a profit opportunity. So if you want to learn how to spot these big money reversals, call 800-881-5252 now to get your free copy of my book, Get Paid, Learn to Trade. Plus, I'll include the $500 video lesson for free. No credit card required. Call 800-881-5252. 800-881-5252. 800-881-5252.
Toyota is giving football fans even more excitement on game days with giveaways all season long. Look for big plays throughout the season and get a chance to win big prizes like a 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser, tickets to an NFL game, NFL shop merch, and more. And before the season ends, you may have a chance at the ultimate giveaway, a trip for 2 with a pair of tickets to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Head over to toyota.com/NFL/rules to learn more. That's toyota.com/NFL/rules.
What's up, guys? This is Mark here, the world's strongest man. If you want your fantasy sports team to be strong like me, then tune in right here on Fantasy Sports Radio.
Hello, I'm James Corden, and I'm so thrilled for you to hear my show, This Life of Mine. Join me every week for incredible conversations and never-before-heard stories from the biggest stars in film, TV, fashion, music, sports, and more. Each week, we'll be talking about the people, the places, the possessions, music, and memories that have made them who they are today. This Life of Mine with me, James Corden. You can listen on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on Stars, Channel 109, or on the Sirius
It's
XM.
taking forever for football to come on.
Breaking down the lineup bills that will put some money in your pockets. It's time for the Daily Fantasy Previews on Sirius XM Fantasy Football.
Here is I jump in and take you up to the top of the hour. We'll hand things off to other Joe Bills from Fantasy Football Game Day.
Somebody pick up the phone.
Great call. We're answering your questions still on our Sirius
Hello? Hey. Bitch, I'm all the way in orbit. Thought you said that, they're gonna, depending upon how quickly they get you in, I very well may not be able to have enough time to get all the way down there. That's what I'm saying. So, but okay, you just need to let me know exactly what the date is, and then hopefully it won't be this month. Okay, we'll find out just enough time because they have to reroute me all the way back, and then if I have to take you and bring you home, I'm only going to be able to stay home for 2 days because I've already been home. Okay, yeah, just let me know. Like I said, I got to be able to go, drive me home, but have to be able to have enough time to drive out because I still have to make sure that we get paid. So, yeah, just let me know exactly what it is. Like, say for instance, they say you go in on Monday, or you call on Monday, and they get you in that day or on Tuesday, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to make it back. Yeah, because I'm all the way up in Oregon already. So, yeah. They tell you how big the calf might be? Yeah. Which means you are not going to be, right, that means you are not going to be able to move the system. I get it, but I'm just letting you know you broke it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's going to be rough. Why you wait till after I leave to fall and break your fucking arm? Why didn't you do it on the day that we was home? Jesus Christ, really? What do you mean? You just have to, so do you have on something comfortable? Right? Well, you said that I don't even know why you have your damn pajama pants on. How hard is that to take off your feet? Don't you have a nightgown that you can put on? If you can, what I'm saying is if you can put on a tank top, you should be able to put on a nightgown. Oh, it's the same tank top as yesterday. Oh. All day. You got your car at the house? Oh, okay. And which client was this? The one that you have 24 hours? So, are they going to attempt to pay you back some of your money? It should be, yeah, absolutely it should be. Which is 60% of your pay. The problem you're going to run into is being able to deal with your other clients. at least with the other job, you don't have to worry about those two clients. You're just gonna have to figure out what because with Ruben, so you're saying that you'd be able to wash him up with just one hand? Well, Maureen, isn't that the bitch you wanted to do a whole bunch of cleaning and running around and shit? Right. And that's technically what you should be doing anyways, just keep an eye on these motherfuckers. So the doctor sent the hospital sent the referral over, and they just gave me the name of the doctor who needs to go home. Yeah, because I don't know, depending upon, they'll probably do more x-rays and maybe an MRI while you're doing things to see soft tissue damage as well. So you'll probably have to retake all of those x-rays, and then it'll probably get you in within a couple of days, probably. If it's ASAP and they have to get you in on Monday or Tuesday, yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be more like Wednesday. Yeah, just keep me posted. Right now we're coming up on Canyon and remember yesterday. It's clear up here. Not for a couple months. It's going to, or there is. Oh, from it raining. Yeah, we got hit with a bunch of rain on Friday. Yeah, that would make sense, probably. So I'm assuming you're in bed all day today, or you won't do some clocking in and clocking out? Let me take off Wednesday. Because tomorrow's the 23rd.
over 2 decades that neither of two franchise icons will be under center for this game.
Yeah, Rob, it's crazy. First meeting since 2.
On Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the Sirius XM app.
You have bigger Baker Mayfield on one of your teams, Daddy?
No matter what helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support you with world-class expertise and whole person care. Because feeling whole always begins at AdventHealth.com. Bucks defense will begin the ball game. The defensive line will have Logan Hall, Greg Gaines, and William Golston. In the trenches outside backers, Joe Tryon, Joyega, Yaya Diaby. Linebacker.
Safe position. What we've got to be able to do as a defense.
How about the notes?
Safety. Both of the safeties played extremely well last week. I'll guarantee you some of those graybeards on this roster was glad it was indoors. You know, great game.
Keyshawn Nixon is game, averaging 26 yards per return in his career. That looked like it's going to give him a chance as he kicks it through the end zone for a touchdown.
As kickoff approaches,
All right, Daddy. We've got...
We're working diligently to bring in the program schedule for this channel at this time. We expect to restore the show shortly. They told me he place in 2 games in 6 illegal formations. The hash mark to the 30-yard line. Herbert is under center as Matt locked in here. Fullback driving to his right. Now he moves in motion to the left. Turn and the give, and this is J.K. Dobbins tries to get out the ball. He is slammed as he gets to the 32-yard line, driven down hard by Patrick Queen. Oh, that's not just Patrick Queen, that's Patrick Evil Rocket Queen. What a job of coming down in and getting the hit. And Dante Jackson out there too. That's a nice job of combining on the edge. Jackson gets the first aid. Queen finishes him off in style at the 32. That's the ball set left hash as Herbert breaks the huddle. He's in the pistol formation. Tight end heavy formation for the Chargers. Herbert has Dobbins behind him. Gets the snap. Will hand to Dobbins off the right side. Nothing's doing there. Bottled up as he gets a couple yards to the perimeter. Stopped by Keith. Close. Brown.
Jamal Williams is in the game. Alvin is as well. Alvin's far left, top of the formation. Colorado the shotgun operation. Forward motion.
That'll be a first down right out of the game. Watch the blue trip.
That's a good one.
Goes up to the line of scrimmage now.
Minnesota plus 1.5. That's
to know what it is. Leads in. Now Herbert back in the shotgun.
Indianapolis game on one of my tickets. Indianapolis -1. So I got Chicago defense in.
Yeah, Roshan was activated when Homer went down. He's a good running back out.
He's got a couple steps on the outside go route.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. The brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with Hannah, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beer stands in Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer Cities. The Toyota Tundra's powerful, available i4 V6 engine means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. To your cousins, the Tundra means as they jump off the boat onto the sandbar. To your co-pilots, the Tundra means extra comfortable journey. And to you, the Tundra means whoa. Toyota is the official vehicle of the New Orleans Saints. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com to ride off with your crew in the 2025 Tundra today. Toyota, let's go places. See packages and options at Toyota.com for feature availability. If you're away from home and need routine medical care, use the United Health Passport benefit from People's Health. You'll pay your usual copay for in-network care. No referrals necessary. And remember, you're always covered for emergency and urgent care worldwide. To learn more, call 1-855-633-4207. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal.
What's up, Saints fans? It's John Stitchko here. Want to take your Saints pride to the next level? Come aboard the official Saints Legends Fan Cruise presented by Seaside Events. Ratchet partying on the deck of the Norwegian Getaway. Legends like Ricky Jackson, Lloyd Butler, Usama Young, and me right by your side. Don't miss out. Head to SaintsLegendsCruise.com now. Get ready to create lifelong memories with your favorite Saints legend. Jim Miller, this is River Bears Disposal, St. Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, as you mentioned, Derek McCoy went down. He came off the field. The good news is he came off the field under his own car. He's walking very slowly, not running into the weight on either leg, went to the knee, that's where he remains. And we'll see how the defense will go forward.
Lucas Patrick will slide to center. Ali Ugo will come in and be left guard. So, and you just over that. Like you thought maybe that's just a race that kind of popped.
Yeah, he got bit back. He definitely got bit back in that play. And Saints had to run a lot of power, but that's exactly what it was.
So Lucas Patrick, that's car under center, I formation. Kamara the impact. It was a first down by Kamara. Kamara tossed left side. Now to the outside. Midfield. In front of the Eagles. Right side of the bounds. And now until it gets to the Philadelphia 49-yard line. C.J. Johnson, who made the last tackle, swinging him out of bounds, forced him out.
Yeah, and it's just really a nice job of being able to set this up, and so they lose the integrity as far as the edge. So Alvin is just so patient, allowing it to set up, and you can see the Eagles, they were now trying to try to stop this run.
Josh Sweat, so that's the second. It should be almost at the first. It should be the second one. They needed 6, it's 5 yards, so it should be right there in the second one. And I think this is a shot play. It is a shot play, exactly. So the Saints, after the penalty, moves it down. Philadelphia 44. Front left tackle mark. Carr takes the snap, hand off Kamara. Runs into some traffic, gets down to about the 42, ready to his own man, Ali Ugo, but this is the first one. Like the main thing, so now Jim Novak, and River Bears is supposed to say something on before.
Yeah, guys, C.J. Gardner-Johnson came in today with a foot injury. He is playing and made the first 2 tackles. The first one flung out the Kamara out of bounds. Pretty emotional. I asked him his Allen earlier this week, hey, when there's a guy who you call a prime time instant right this on the field, do you have to talk about the diversity joke? And I don't know what you're talking about. Then he confirmed, yes, they had talked about it. We're not going to give all the extracurricular activities.
Is that right?
First and 10 for the Saints, moving left to right. Scoreless first quarter. Back play action. Carr throws it. The far side. Tipton, he went to the ground at about the 37-yard line and incomplete. And there's McCoy walking gingerly towards the Saints locker room.
Yeah, Mason's got to slow down right here. I mean, you've got to understand why he's throwing it to the ground. There's a sinker there. It's zone coverage. Saints didn't handle the twist stunt as well on that left side as well. We talked about just two young guys, Udo in and Fuaga over there on the left side. Those guys are going to have to handle stunts and pressures.
Carr out of the shotgun. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete. Gives it to Kamara outside. Kamara cuts it back. Runs right in to the Kobe Dean at the 40-yard line. Took it outside the numbers, and as he come back, he hit Dean. No gain. So 3rd and 10 coming for the Saints.
And Saints had yardage here. I mean, you've got two guys covered on the edge. The Saints are down to the edge. I mean, and they've got to just do a better job of being able to block on the outside right there.
Huh?
You do with the cheeses, or do you want some love crackers and cheese?
I'm good.
It's something happening.
3rd and 10 for the Saints. At the Philadelphia 40. Carr out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, including Jamar Johnson. That's 3. Takes the snap. Stands. Fires it across the middle. That's caught. Quickly blocked down Mills. It was Chris Olave at the 25 and a first down for the Saints. He goes to 15.
They already marked the gumbo front. You can see the changing up the snap, being able to change the play, find out what you want, and just a nice job. Chris Olave coming across the middle, and he actually stumbled a little bit. Didn't really get tackled. He stumbled a little bit as he was trying to cut upfield, but it's enough for the first down. And so you talk about an offensive line, losing your center, having to shuffle a little bit. You're going to have to be able to drop, but you're going to have to pass block, as far as at times straight drop back, and that's exactly what it was.
All of the 25. Saints in all white, gold helmets moving left to right. Snap, handoff Kamara. Hold down as he get it inside the 25 by Jalen Carter. One of the beefy Georgia players. Brandon Graham is the other. So short game for help.
Yeah, short game. I mean, right there you lose your fullback to kind of help on the defensive line. And I mean, for the Saints right now, you're going to have some opportunities down the field. I know that you're committed to running the football, but I mean, if they're going to play, if they're going to guys in the box, there's some easy opportunities just because you have off coverage from those corners that you can take advantage of.
2nd and 9. Carr, now empty backfield. Looks to throw, does throw. Screen left side, Jamal Williams. Needs to break a tackle, and nothing doing. He gets stood up at the 24.
That's poor on the Saints. That is very poor. You let one guy split 3. You let one guy split 3. I mean, they both let him go.
Zach Bond is one of them.
Cedric Wilson and Fox, they both let him go. I mean, because they wanted to work up to the next level, and you let the point of attack be able to make the play.
Zach Bond came into this game to 1 tackles and 2 sacks. 3rd and 10 for the Saints again. Gotta get inside the 15. Carr to throw, got pressure, throws to the far side. Biggmama stumbles a little bit. Takes it down the far sideline for the first down. Inside the 15-yard line, down the 12-yard line. He picked up 11. Reed Blankenship.
Chris got to get his shoes checked out. He's not running an option route, I mean, but that's the second time we've seen him slip. And so he's able to stay on his feet enough to be able to get the first down. But I mean, his cleats checked out, and so Chris Olave goes to the backfield. He's on an option route, and so we've seen them use Rashid in the backfield, and now you see Chris in the backfield. And so here's where you got to cash in a little bit, and I would love some type of play action to the tight end because they're selling out so much to stop the run.
This is where the Eagles are tough. Red zone, 1st and 10. Handoff Kamara, tries to find a hole, does. Takes it inside the 10. Right on the numbers on the near side to the 8-yard line. He picked up 4, and Nolan Smith brought him down.
Any type of action, just because they are selling out so much to kind of stop this run game. And the Saints, you're coming up with some positive yards here, but any type of action, even something in the flat, they won't be able to get it. They won't be able to cover on the false start.
2nd and 6, and it is false start for the Saints. First penalty for them. Out Jeff Dunlap with this River Parish School for Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, Rick McCoy has been listed as questionable with a groin injury, which is interesting based on how he went down.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, because he got bent back, and so he wears that brace, and he got bent back, and if it's growing, I don't know how much I want Eric running, but if he can snap the ball and call out signals, then that's helpful in a sense.
2nd and 11 for the Saints. ball back to the 13. And off Kamara looking for room outside. He's got nothing there. He's in trouble. Knocked out of bounds. Saints sideline. Right, there's nobody out there. I'm 100% sure that he lost 5 yards on that.
I mean, there's so much traffic down there. So much traffic down there as far as bodies and guys. You know, the Saints got to kind of be hard-headed and kind of do what they've done the last couple of weeks. But I'm telling you, you've got something over the top against these guys now. They're just trying to keep everything in front of them.
3rd and 15. 14th play of this drive. Under 7 minutes to play as the start of the first quarter. Carter throw, trouble, ball back up the air, incomplete. Down. As Carter's getting over the middle, that's Jalen Carter.
He's using the one-on-one situation. He sees the room, he's looking at that route market number, trying to one-on-one situation, sees it, just uses the swipe move, and there's nothing there Carter can do. Nothing that he can do. And defensively, that's a win for the Eagles. I mean,
Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app. 5 pair of 60-year-old head coaches matching those against each other. Sean Payton in his 2nd year in Denver, and Todd Bowles in his 3rd year. Todd will turn 61 in November, and Payton will turn 61 on December 29th. He had a basketball first series scripted. His opponents went 4 for 4 and counted for all 70 yards of offense, 75 counted. From the 33-yard line, stretch handoff running right. There's not much running room for one, but he wiggles off the hook, tries to get outside the numbers, and is brought down at the 36-yard line. He was stopped for no gain, but he can't wiggle it. It's spun.
A break for the Titans. Great receivers again to the right. Now Hopkins motions left. Levis looking, firing, completing. He's got it to Wiley down to the 1. Wiley's 2nd catch of the drive. Tackled by Walker. It's first and goal at the 1 as again the Titans converted 3rd down.
Excellent job, Dan. Excellent job because they went, when D-Hop went motion, everybody spread out. Everyone was open. Really nice job of making that work.
Brunskill reports as eligible again, with Bennett also coming into the game. Akakwo is part of the jumbo package. Levis under center from the 1. Play fake, looking, throwing in the back of the end zone. Touchdown! Titans! Pick! Bennett! That's a great drive! Hell of a drive!
Touchdown Titans. Who they play?
Let's be over on the opening kickoff and then a quick touchdown here for the Browns as today's game is brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, proudly supporting Hispanic heritage on Brown defense to the job.
The former Texan, replacing Ivan Pace Jr., now has an interception and a forced fumble. And the Vikings are back in business, baby.
What a great play by Hill ball and just coming up and making a tackle. And I'll tell you what, if there's something about Brian Flores' defense, it's the ability for him to just stick people in there. I mean, this is basically Hill is replacing an undrafted rookie defense. And now Ivan Pace is sitting there on the sidelines going, I got to get this ankle better in a hurry because Hill is just tearing it up.
And Lieber, what's up? Oh, we pause. On the Northland Ford dealer scoreboard, middle of the first quarter, 7-zip bikes on the KFAM Minnesota Vikings radio network, driven by Polaris.
Steelers with a long way to go to make it the first down of the game. Fields in the shotgun as Warren to his left gets the snap. Looks over the middle of the field, complete to Pickens, just a short pass, and Pickens is wrapped up and slung down by Derwin James at the 15-yard line. So just a pickup of a couple and another 3 and out.
Both offenses look totally bamboozled by what's going on. They're just not able to get anything going there. It's a shame that Darnell Washington didn't get a hit on that guy out there. Might have turned the
I like that dude. He sounds like that.
Will Shipley and Kenneth Greenwell back to our right. Shipley makes the catch 2 yards deep on the far side of the end zone, JC. So we will see Jalen Hurts and the Eagles for the first time. It was the longest drive by time
for the Saints this season. 8 minutes and 9 seconds, so it's 6:51 to play. The Eagles get on the field and serve the Saints defense ready to go.
And your Saints defense is in base right now, so it's DeMario, Warren, and Willie Gay, and now they wanted to change it. See Alonso trying to run out on the field, but they pulled it back.
Saquon Barkley will be to the right of Hurts.
Lattimore in the game as well.
Eagles moving right to left towards Portis. High snap, handoff, brought down immediately.
Yeah,
Hurts didn't hand it off.
Yeah, he kept. Granderson closes so fast on that play. Granderson, he closes on it, and off of the edge, Pete Warren had the back. So, I mean, that's just both of those guys reading it. What's so funny is Granderson, he's waiting on Jalen Hurts. He beats him to the stop. I mean, he's waiting on Jalen Hurts to say, okay, I'm here, come on.
And Harris tackled Barkley, so either way, they recovered. They had a both tackle. Instead, it's a loss of 3, and already the crowd on their feet here, urging on the defense on a 2nd and 13. In motion goes Britton coming to the far side. Back to throw now. Hurts will screen to the left. Complete to his tight end, but caught from behind by Carl Granderson. Just his curl, but got it.
What fool one bit? I mean, that's a screen the whole way. The center zone covers. And so you can see they kind of give a false pull, and Granderson sees the quarterback retreat, and he sees right away, wait, this doesn't look right. This doesn't feel right. And when your defensive end can run a guy down, and especially now the Saints, here's where you got to be money. Defensive, 3rd down and long situation.
3rd down and 11 in the backfield. The Jalen Hurts, the receivers to the top of the formation now is Gainwell. Back left. Sack here on the first drive.
Unbelievable. Watch the bend by Alonzo Taylor. Now he's free. The back doesn't see him until really, really late, being Gainwell. But I mean, he's got a bend like you see from a defensive end. He gets around that corner. He is low, and there is nothing. You can see Jalen Hurts try to bend down and try to get up under him, but there's nothing Jalen Hurts can do. That's a fantastic start for the Saints defense.
Let's get it.
So the Eagles will punt it away from their own 10-yard line.
Can we take the Saints on this game?
Not make the catch, tries to get his people away from it, and we'll just kind of catch the ball and drop to his knees at the Saints 36-yard line. That's when the Saints will have it. What an impressive start by the defense. 4:33 to play. 3-0 Saints on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Lambertini Smith and Social Firm in New Orleans want to thank all the offshore workers, seamen, longshoremen, and crewmen, gas and shipping industries that keep Louisiana and the United States moving forward. My name is Lambert, and for over 40 years I've helped maritime workers understand the law so that they can make informed decisions and fight for their rights when seriously injured. If you work on or near the water and want to speak to an experienced maritime lawyer, look us up at lambertzany.com. Consultations are...
Hey. Which game do you have access to at the house? Which app? Oh, for our fantasy football? Which one are you watching? Oh, okay. Because this game is good so far, but I forgot they got me in New Orleans. They're playing against Philly. school. So, I mean, it's a train. Look, maybe you should say, yep, just say we're struggling students. Not college students. Is your assistant, does she go to college? She a what? She can't be making too much money if she's on a damn party bus. What time did you put it in? What time did you put it in for? Your order. Go ahead. Oh, you talking to Chelsea, ain't you? Oh, look at my grandson and baby Jill. You rude as shit. You rude as shit.
Put some animal crackers on his books.
He said, what'd you say, Daddy?
I'm gonna put some animal crackers on his books. He and baby Jill.
Daddy said he gonna put. Daddy said he gonna put some animal crackers on his books. He and baby Jill. Oh, you just stepped in the throw up? Y'all know. Or I'll look it up. Oh, you rude as shit. You said you get out when you say Zizi. Rude as shit. He can say, hey. He is not done yet. Rude as shit. Well, go ahead and get your coffee and don't forget to take your ibuprofen. Alright, I love you. Bye. Like, oh, shit. She said, I heard you, said, yeah, she said, I heard y'all arguing. She said, but I went to work last night.
Right. Boomer said she was out of there.
Right. She said, honestly, I went to work. She said, I didn't really pay attention. I get it.
Right.
So she said that she made what she does now is she says she always tells people when they come on the bus that this is Vegas and they work 100% off of tips. And that they're struggling college students. She said last night they had a couple big old huge Mexican group. They tipped her $280.
Hey.
And she gave $100 to her assistant and they brought home the $180.
Oh, there you go.
Right. She said ever since she was telling that, she said her tips were up.
You gonna do what you gotta do.
That's what she said.
Season Superdome. Saints on top 3-0. Derek Carr 5 of 10, 44 yards. Coming so hard and so fast, can you kind of play against that? But
with us? Oh,
Minnesota's catching that ass, 14-0.
You keep that drive alive. You see the different players being utilized. Cordell Patterson.
Tied up. Chargers and Pittsburgh, 7-7.
Well, but it was
Is on the Buccaneer red zone.
Oh my God, Denver attacking that ass, 14-0.
Denver?
Yeah.
Looking for more points on this possession. They're third. Well, they've scored on both of their previous minutes.
Oh, man.
showing a blitz. They rush 5. Levis stepping it up. Looking. Puts a move onto the 45 and will be taken down at the 46. Fourth down. And they're playing some shell defense back there.
Just like that.
Is the Seattle game on?
Anthony Nelson.
What about San Francisco?
First down. Warren was blowing up the tight ends. Yeah.
Chicago and Indianapolis, still 0-0.
9:35 remaining now. Chester's clear. His receivers to the right, changing to play. Gets the snap, looks out to the right, throws quickly to the flat. It's complete to Hurst, and Hurst will barrel forward as he is submarine by Joey Porter along the far sideline. He will get close to first down. The receiver, 83, Tim Motion, and also on the line of scrimmage. Like a penalty, it's third down. So it's his third year, and we're seeing more and more of Jalen Baylor. This is a situation where he's got to get himself set. I mean, C.J. Ham was moving as well, but you have to be set for a count when two offensive players are moving, and Baylor was not. Hey, Minnesota will get company. Their day, right into Big Field, beautiful day. Browns opening up now their fourth possession, and 11 personnel to throw forward the back, and they do so on their own 17-yard line with Deshaun out of the gun. Sending Elijah Moore in motion, left to right. Whitehart, the tight end. Watson, short drop, scans the field, comes down over the middle. Chip down to Ford. Modesty, give him 3 to the 20. McFadden, the linebacker, with the tackle.
And Deshaun was looking, started off looking left, wanted that little stick route to the tight end, came back to Ford. They get 3 yards there on first.
From base defense to nickel defense.
Jordan Mailata, Australia, 365 pounds, 6'8". Second and 9 after penalty.
6'8".
Eagles back to their own 34.
That's what they do.
Hurts out of the shotgun, Barkley to his left. Takes the snap, seems to bring a little pressure. Complete to the near side, Ricky Covey. Covey makes a good move, he gets to the outside. He gets to the outside of Paulson Debo, and he'll pick up the first down before being finally slammed out of bounds by Will Harris.
He's got his company. I think Paulson's got to force that back inside. Caught him kind of flat-footed, and Paulson's got to force that back inside. That's where all the help is. If you're not going to make that play, it's a nice job of starting by the receiver on the cover.
Picked up 11. 6 targets all his career until last Monday. It's 6 targets now. Complete to Goddard on the near side. Goddard is upended by Tyler Matthew, but a good gain of 9 yards into St. Territory down to the 46-yard line. So 7 down and 1 coming.
77 is kind of shaking up that left guard. Back to hit the ground fairly hard. You see him run that little tunnel screen there, trying to use the same speed against them.
2nd and 1. Eagles go quick to the line. Jalen walks to the line, and they change. He's got 2 receivers to the top of the formation. 2 come out. Brooks giving a lot of hands to Mitchell. There's the snap. Play action, split pressure. Hurts throws to the near side, complete, but brought down quickly. This is tight end, Dallas Goddard. Paulson and Debo all down, but that's a loss of 5, and now a huge third down.
Huge third down, separating pressure right there. You can see just the quarterback is trying to drift away from it. Saints do a good job of being able to cover on the back end. And it's a couple times looked like guys being cool and filled, but pushing the ball feet that way. They can get rid of the football. Huge third down opportunity for the Saints.
Ball sitting right inside the tail of the field lead, midfield. Empty backfield for Hurts, 35. Stands in the middle of the pocket. Now first That's not the spot right there.
Yeah, they'll keep the offense out there, though.
That spot should be the mark behind it. They got a spot. 46 and a half. Well, it should be like a 48. So it's more than like that short two. And it should be like short. It's just that was a chilly type of ball. On the 5 minutes. First takes the snap. Play action. Throws to the near side, complete by Goddard. And Goddard will take it for the first down. It's pretty much as soon as he caught the ball, he had the first down. He takes it to the 40-yard line. But man, he picked up 6.
Well, the Saints got greedy there off of the edge. Somebody's got to make sure that they're covering that tight end. There's no Will Harris and Willie Gay, both of them.
At Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company in 37 United States.
Anything beats a winning lineup, and Bevo Brady's has your all-stars.
Tampa Bay.
Tackles him as he reaches the footing. That's 7 more yards. What was that?
The Giants win it
I
too.
think Ward was moving towards the line. He was.
Snap infraction. 55. 5-yard penalty.
Second half, so they're going to call him close. But what happened there is that Ford was, in essence, going old CFL in motion, moving towards the line. Yes, he was. I haven't seen anything like that. And again, those are those pre-snap penalties, and you had a good play on first down. You were in second and short, and now you find yourself back at 2nd and 9. Second and 9, you move back on your own side of the field. Ford stays in the game. Browns back up to their own 46-yard line. Deshaun out of the gun. And he's back to throw. And he's under pressure. And he's out of the sack. Towards Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence chasing him. And Dexter Lawrence pushes it down. And Deshaun throws it out of bounds. And they're going to rule it incomplete. Watson somehow avoided the sack, but it didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. And now there's a flag. And they're going to look into, I'm sure they're going to take a look to see if his elbow touches. He braced himself with his left hand, whatever we call this. I think it's grounding. Dexter Lawrence already has a sack.
There's no intentional grounding on the play. As the ball got passed,
Wow, that was close. That was right at the line of scrimmage. Great job by Deshaun.
He lucked out on that one.
Again, having to play Houdini. When we've been able to let him give him time to protect, he's completed everything. But right now, the Browns are just struggling so vitally in pass pro. DeJuan Jones, Ojulari went right around him. I don't know why Tella thought he was blocking Lawrence the right way, but actually pushed him.
Cleveland ain't got no pass protection.
after replay assist, the ball did not get back to line of scrimmage. Therefore, now.
Oh, now you're going in and changing the shit. I was the coach, I'll be mad at
Big time here, boys. Man gets the pressure on Stroud, but he's picking the ball up very quickly. Texans 25% on third down. Stroud takes in motion. Left three receivers left. Third down. A double pass. They're going to throw it to Diggs left. He's going to throw it all the way back to the other side of the field. And the gotcha play works for the Houston Texans. They closed it with Dare Ogunbowale. It's a double pass.
I've said that 3 times.
That was sneaky. That worked, and the chains moved. All 4 offensive linemen were able to leak their way out to the backside and just about made a tackle. So the Texans are, they're having to pull up some trick plays, ball to move the football. So I think that's a good sign. We have them off their game, and they're willing to be that risky because they've got nothing to lose, being down 14-0 in the second quarter. James is now 1 of 2 in his career passing. First and 10 Texans, and the Vikings 31. Stroud shotgun, wicket right, caught by Tank Down. He's speedy at the 28. He's stopped those days. Tank Down, second year from Houston, stopped by former Texan Kamu Roche Hill. Was an interception that led the Vikings for points. 8-4, second and 6. That Tank coming off the field kind of gingerly, so keep an eye on him. He's had some injury issues on and off. Speedy. They've been doing jet sweeps, so they're trying to find ways to get him the football ball. And again, for our defense, the quick throw is going to be the answer to the blitz, and our DBs are going to have to rally attack. 0 Vikings, 10:40 Downing to go in the first half. Stroud, CJ Stroud, second and 6 from the Vikings 27. Blitz takes in motion to the right, straight on. They're going to hand it to British Brooks for his first National Football game. Gary, and the rookie from North Carolina plunges ahead for gain of 2, 3rd and 4.
they got their ass whooped.
Inside, yeah, that's one thing we didn't expect. A little fullback up the middle, right? I mean, again, I think for Houston, they're just trying to move the football forward, little, bit by bit.
200 extra channels on the SiriusXM app.
Crunchy peanuts and covered in chocolate shell.
Like we gotta hold, let it go. That's just one L, but he's gonna, all right, I see. He's gonna chase me to the end, but I can finish this moving better.
Good first down, Doug. Good 5-yard pickup for Vaughn. Knocked him out of bounds. I formation, Carr under center. Handoff, Kamara, little stuck. Something home, Kamara. Inside the 45-yard line. It'll be about a yard shy to the 44. Get out of Chuck. Go back. He prepares to school. Saints out on report.
Guys, obviously a rough start for the offensive line after Eric McCoy went for that last Saints offensive possession there. Went down the entire bench. I thought they remember the offense, looking at the offensive line. We got this. Let's go. See if they get in.
It's 3rd and 1. 6:16 clock. They're going for a 40. Got 2 plays to give the open. Carr under center. Deep back. It's Kamara. And sprint is to his right. Play action. Carr to run up. Nobody man. Throws it across the middle. Also more up. Makes the catch on the near side. And that's a first down. He takes it to about the 42-yard line. He picks up 2. Only needed 1. See if he can do something. Tackle in the small 6 seconds. But the station's open by themselves. You only need 1. Saints winning at 1.
And a scrimmage. In motion, Godwin to the right, Rodney Mayfield steps up, throws the ball downfield. It's behind the intended receiver. Baker Mayfield was just crunched. It was. Evans, the intended receiver. And the Bucs are going to go for it on 4th down and 2. It looks like the offense is staying on the field, trailing 17-0.
Right.
And Baker gets hit from the backside here. Tristan Wirfs got beat.
Who trailing 17-0?
Tampa Bay.
Mayfield could have gotten hit a little harder. His arm was hit just as he tried to throw the pass. The Bucs going to go for the 4th down and 2. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First 4th down attempt of the season. Need 2 hard-earned yards to hang on to the ball, trailing 17-0. Shotgun look, Mayfield. Rashad wide on the right here. Play action. McMahon. Oh, a little incomplete pass to Godwin. And the Bucs turn it over on downs. Look right through Godwin's hands. A little hot, perhaps. And Denver has stymied the Buccaneers again. Tampa Bay Buccaneers trailing.
Denver? Seriously?
That loser ball ticket looks good as a motherfucker.
Looks in trouble. Gets right outside.
Who'd you say?
Carolina, Denver, Miami, and the Giants. That ticket might save us. Why you bullshit? You know what I'm saying? I said I'm gonna put this one in. Cause some shit always go wrong on game day, you know? Gotta have that crash test dummy ticket.
And then got caught from the backside running the horn. On 4th and 8. Here's Stonehouse. Snap. Stonehouse's punt is away.
XM 228.
A double move. I mean, he's open. And so Rasheed just never was able to get that second hand up to be able to catch it, and the Saints have elected to punt the ball here.
Killing me. I took out fucking Jordan Mays. I took out, oh no, I put him.
Go ahead, baby. What did you do?
I had Rasheed Shaheed in. And when I listened to him this morning, I took Rasheed out.
Oh, shit. Shaheed showing his ass?
No, he's not. Exactly.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, no, we didn't. We took Indianapolis.
Oh, we sure did. Oh, yeah, we took Indianapolis.
I think we're at home.
.com. FMB.
Chicago defense, shit. These motherfuckers probably ain't doing shit.
That brings them down, but it's a first down for the Giants. Good job, Mark Emerson with that tackle, hanging on for dear life at 38. Gain of 6. Tracy had breakaway speed to get by Emerson.
You know what's frustrating in this one is that Devin Singletary came into this game with 5 catches for 15 yards. He already has 4 for 43 in this game against the Browns. They're allowing short, easy completions from Daniel Jones to turn into big plays, the yards after the catch. We talked about that pregame. Relating to Malik Neighbors, he hasn't been the one, but the Mavs are running the Browns to the left.
First down for the Giants on their own 38-yard line.
That's the K.
To the right.
That's the K5 I want right there.
He's getting to the edge, and he's going to run, and he's across the 40, pushed out of bounds by Newsom at the 41.
We used to call them chicken box back in the day.
Going to bring up second and manage. We'll call it second and 6, gain of 4.
Greg Newsom actually did a great job on that play. That's a play they ran against Washington last week, where they kind of get him down the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage, get into Malik Neighbors in space, and he makes a run after the catch. But the Browns recognized it and then limited it to a small gain. So good job there by Greg Newsom on that play.
And Mitchell into the game. Hickman to the sideline here. Denzel Ward's on the sideline for this one as well, as the Giants come out second and 6. Their own 42-yard line, out of the eye. Give to Singletary, run it up the middle. He's going to run into a Brandon Elkins wall. And you got Shelby Harris there. Well, no gain. Third, and they're going to call it a long 5. Call it 5.5 here. As you hear the horn, you hear the crowd. It would be great to see this Browns defense get off the field as we come up on the 4-minute mark, second quarter, 35. Tied at 7. Browns and Giants. Daniel Jones, what we've done, they need to make it to the 48, their own 48. Trips to the left, putting the tag. Tracy, who's now in motion from left to right. Jones to throw. Miles Freeman off the edge. He's held, there's no flag. It's thrown, it's caught, it's Neighbors, it's Giants territory. He's going to get all the way to the Browns' 43-yard line with kicks on the tackle. No flag there. Alex right down there as well. Gain of 14.
I get what they're trying to do, confuse Daniel Jones. That was another zone dot. So a blitz where you drop a defensive lineman into a zone, but he's not going to be able to play in space, Alex Wright, with Malik Neighbors. And so that was just a catch on third down. Browns are kind of getting away a little bit from who they are in terms of that man coverage in those critical situations. And so far the Giants have made them pay. They're 3 of 6 now on third downs.
Ninth play of the drive now. 3:14 to go in the second quarter. Tyrone Tracy, the rookie up the middle for a couple of yards. Miles Garrett.
All right, Tracy.
End spot makes the tackle. Looking at the timeout situation, the Browns have all 3. The Giants have burned 1. They have 2 remaining as we are now under 3 to go in a 7-7 game here. Second quarter, Huntington Bank Field.
The Browns just have not been able to get off the field. Time of possession in this game is approaching 18 minutes for the Giants, just 9 for the Browns, 2-1.
Malik Neighbors, the line side left.
Is that Danny Downs in for the Giants?
Second and 8. Jones, the shotgun snap. Daniel Jones lofting once Neighbors left sideline. Quick for the ball. Neighbors comes away with it, and he caught it inside the 15.
Let's go.
He took it off of Emerson's helmet.
I thought Emerson
Danny Downs out there.
Position, and he kind of pulled MJ Emerson down, made the catch. They're trying to go hurry up. I don't know that he got it down. I don't think he was in bounds.
Giants are going fast here. Can they get the snap off? They do. Now a throw over the middle to Robinson, turning upfield. Robinson into Jordan Hicks there in 5 now. The Giants went fast.
What other game is on? The Carolina game on?
No.
What about the Denver game?
33 in this case, Paul.
What's the score in the Denver game?
This is a different style of offense for us now. Like Minnesota 3-4 down here. Left of Garland, 6:15 and counting to go in there because he is his quarterback in this game. Exactly. So like, hey, if we can get some points, great. We definitely don't want to turn it back over to them.
3, 2, 1, and they